Good morning, everyone. I think we are actually live. I was trying to use this, do our live on our computer in the office today, and it was not cooperating, so I'm using my cell phone and hope that this will all work well. I'm definitely not the most technically inclined, although I am getting better. So you're never too old to learn. So today I wanted to start our series of selling a home. We are definitely in a more challenging market than we have been for the past several years for a seller. And so I wanted to kind of take us through the process of what you as a seller can do to get ready for an appointment if you are choosing to interview agents to list your home. One of the most important things that you can do is to really be able to identify what your goals are. Because as a listing agent, that's what my goal would be, is to help you reach whatever your goals are. For some people, it's you moving away quickly. For other people, that doesn't matter as much because you have a new home that you need to find. There are many different things that come into play with what someone's actual goal is when they're selling a home. So some important things in advance would be to identify the major systems ages in your home. For example, the roof, the HVAC, and the hot water heater are the three biggest and most expensive systems of your home. So if you could gather that information, that would be extremely helpful to know the ages of your HVAC, your roof, and your hot water heater. And I want to make a comment about roofs. In the past, and I'm going to say pre-COVID to maybe through 2021, if your roof was at least 5 years, had at least 5 years left of age left to it, it really wouldn't be flagged necessarily unless there was like an issue with the roof. However, because of the flooding, the hurricanes, etc., there have been many roof claims for homeowners insurance, and therefore and fires in California as well. So therefore, they're being really picky, and I'm sure you've all noticed that your homeowner's policy has increased in price. Well, insurance companies definitely lost a lot of money over the past several years, and they're trying to make up for it, and so we're all paying higher premiums, and they're becoming more and more stringent upon roofs. So I would do that. I would make sure you know the age of your roof, and also kind of assess the condition if you can, or have a roofer come out and look at it. That would be a suggestion, even if it doesn't need to be replaced according to the roofer. It would be good information for your back pocket. Also, so the ages of those three systems are really important because buyer's agents want to know, because buyers want to know how much money they would be needing to put into a home that they're considering purchasing. So that's why it's important to know that. And it does actually come into play when an agent tries to help you determine what is the best list price for your home. It is not important for your home to be in immaculate condition when an agent is coming over to assist you in valuing your home. We see it all, and we can look through a lot. Another thing is, if you have questions about what you should do before getting your home ready to go on the market, make a list of those. that's something that a listing agent, a true expert, can help you with, because we've got the knowledge as to what is or isn't important to buyers. I can tell you that in today's market, many more things are important than used to be. It used to be, over the past 5 years or so, that sellers would say, do I need to do X, Y, or Z? And most often we would say, no, you don't. It doesn't matter. Today, however, it may matter. So what worked last year or the year before or the year before that probably will not work in today's market. So please take with a grain of salt what your neighbors or friends have told you they did or didn't have to do with their home when readying it for the market several years ago, because it certainly has changed. So in this series that we'll be doing on selling a home, will probably be a many-part series, but I wanted today to give you an idea of what you can do. I would also suggest that you think about what you really have enjoyed most about your home. Also, think about, if you were to stay, what are the things that you would want to change? The reason for asking those is what you've liked most is most likely what a buyer will like most about your home, and that helps from a marketing standpoint. Conversely, what you would change may matter, because that may be something that a buyer may want to change. And if you had gotten an estimate recently, then that could be helpful, because oftentimes people think things are going to cost more than they actually do. The one thing that I can tell you off the bat, or two things actually that are going to help you with your home sale, is one, decluttering. And I know you've heard it a million times. It's not really clutter. We all live in our homes and we enjoy what we have there. But the goal is for your buyer to walk into your home and see that they can make it theirs. You may have things, collections are one of the most important things to talk about. If you have a collection, please remove it. It can do one of two things. If they love it, they're focused on the collection and not looking at the architecture of your home and its features. If they hate it, it turns them off and they've already got a negative impression of your home. So please, in preparation for selling, remove collections as much as you possibly can. All right, I think that's it for today, and I will be back on the fourth Friday of every month to continue this series on getting ready to sell your home. Hope you guys have a great week. Thank you. Bye-bye.